Today's video is brought to you by Grey Viking Games. Click the link in the description below to buy MTG Arena codes for cosmetics, packs, and more. I'm not proud of what I'm about to do today. I'm going to play blue. I want to play full-on control. And I'm sorry. This is why blue is hated by all decent human beings. And later today, I think I'm also going to be playing rogues. So... all right, here we go. So jumping into it. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff, and we're going to play some NIKO Control today. We're super excited about this one. So NIKO Eris is a really awesome card, and I was checking out some just different control decks in general, just a couple different things, and I was like, you know what? I haven't done just a full-on control deck in quite a while, and you know, it may just need to be done. And so we're going to do it today. This is a new season where we're trying to rank up and get up to mythic, all that kind of stuff, or give you guys some good decks. And I did want to showcase decks that are good, things that are going to do well for ranking up. And in that same light, I think that it is better ultimately to be playing best of 3 when you are ranking up. And so we're actually going to be playing this one in best of 3 because just like a true blue control player, I want to control the game even more, and therefore I want 3 games to hurt people. I just want them to never feel the light of day for hours instead of just you know a little bit. Like that's how much I'm diving into this character of blue, just for you guys, so you can see how it's supposed to be done. I'm not typically a control player, so I'm not as good at it, but you know, just I'm doing this for you so you don't have to. Or now you might want to because it's going to be a good deck. I'm also giving those to people that are, good, decent human beings that don't ever play the color blue, a glimpse into what it's like, so that you know how to play against it better and eliminate that scourge from from society. I'm sorry. I do this all in good fun, by the way, but seriously. All right, so let's dive into the deck. So this is the deck. Let's go ahead and jump into the deep dive here. But real quick, reminder, if you guys want to hit the like button, subscribe, I definitely appreciate it. And yeah, let's dive into this deck. So first off, NIKO Eris is the main reason that we're playing this one. I'm playing a full play set of NIKO. We've been needing a good like control planeswalker, and this one actually does fit that role pretty well. And I think that the more that I've been playing with it, so I was showing the stats here before. And of course, I'm always on the draw. And so yeah, 3 times on the draw, 100% win rate. I'm used to being on the draw now. I don't know how to play on the play because I checked it out. Over 200 games, I have a 71% chance of being on the draw. So I'm on the play sometimes, but 71% out of 200 games. It's not like a small amount. Like it's ridiculous. And so we're always going to be on the draw. So therefore, it's time to play decks that do well on the draw. And guess what? Control does well on the draw. I don't know how to play it on the play, because I just don't know how to do that. But we're going to be on the draw most of the time anyway. And so therefore, we got to play this deck. And so that's how we're doing it today. All right, so NIKO Eris is just awesome. X white and 2 blue. When it enters the battlefield, you create X shard tokens. So you can play this for 3 mana. It's totally fine playing out for 3 mana. In fact, a lot of times, even when I have extra mana, I'd rather get this out, do the -1 so that I can immediately crack a shard token and use it. The other cool side of this too is actually the other -1 ability. So you can make a shard token. This is what a shard token does. Sacrifice this enchantment, scry 1, and then draw a card, which is good stuff. It's an opt for 2 mana instead, but you can have multiples. You can end up like NIKO Erising and having millions of them. We do have Archon of Sun's Grace in the sideboard. This is more for the other controlling matchups that we come up against, just to have something else to be doing. It comes in certain matchups and some not. I'm still trying to totally figure out how to do the sideboarding with this, just because I don't play best of 3 as often anymore. And that usually is something that takes, I would say at least like 10 matches before you're getting to a point where you're comfortable with which things come in, which things go out. That's typical whenever you're playing stuff. But I'm going to try to showcase that here today as best I can. There we go. And so, yeah, so the other negative one ability, I guess we're going from the bottom to the top here today, but it deals 2 damage to target tapped creature for each card you've drawn this turn. So NIKO immediately comes out and can kill a 2 toughness thing, which there's a lot of 2 toughness things. There are a lot of things that are dodging that 2 toughness, but like anything that's tapped down, we can immediately just kill something that just swung in. And that's something that we typically want to do on turn 3 is kill the thing that just swung in. You know, like any small creatures we haven't dealt with our glass caskets or anything else. That's a good thing to be doing. And then we can do the +1 ability. Up to 1 target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. Whenever that creature deals damage this turn, return it to its owner's hand. So in the late game, this becomes really powerful with Brazen Borrower or like Skyclave Apparition, where we can bounce it back to hand, you know, after we get in for damage or something like that, and then have it come back out and hit you know, a Planeswalker, hit something else like a Doom Foretold or some other stuff with Skyclave Apparition or Brazen Borrower, so we can get the petty theft side of it again, or have it protected against a board wipe. If we're playing up against another control deck, we might be able to have it bounce back to hand, you know, be able to bounce something that's important, and then also flash it back in on the end step to be able to hit in and do that kind of stuff. So I actually really like NIKO Eris. It works really well with this deck on every side of this. It definitely is one of those where like the more and more I play with it, the more and more I'm recognizing when to be using each different aspect of it. And so it is a card that just takes some experience playing and getting better at. I definitely still need more experience in playing with it because I don't typically play control. I'm a decent human being, okay? I don't typically do this. I'm sorry, guys. So the person that got me into Magic, he always played control, and I always played the aggro deck against him, basically. And so I totally do have respect for control players, but that's just kind of where I come from, is that I as soon as I jumped into Magic, I was taught that the opponent, the enemy, was a control player. And yeah. So just, I'm being the enemy right now for you so you can understand how it feels. Oh, this is so fun. All right, anyway, so this is the deck. So glass caskets are the game. Get rid of all the things that need to die. There's so many things that need to die, and so many things with indestructible. The glass casket is just necessary. We do have giant killer to kind of fill in that slot, or to add more into the 1-drop removal slot for the chop down if we're running up against questing beasts, bone crusher giants, goldspan dragons, the things that come in against like the Naya or the Team Returns adventure decks right now. And so Giant Killer comes in really good here as well. Omen of the Sea is just our best card advantage stuff we have. We do have a full play set of Yorion in this deck. And so having Omen of the Sea is just fantastic. We want to be getting it out early, playing Yorion or whatever, you know, using it when we can, and it's good. It's a great way to be holding up mana for Sot coming, Thassa's Intervention, and it's good stuff. I do wonder if I want some of the negates in the main board. We do have some negates in sideboard. I kind of net decked this one, and I think I made like 1 or 2 changes, but for the most part, this is, you know, someone else's deck that got really high up into Mythic with it. And so because I don't know how to build control decks, guys. Come on. I mean, I'm doing this for you right now, but I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid, okay? Not doing that. And so it's, anyway, so we do have some other stuff. There are times though that I'm feeling like I really want that 2 mana counterspell in this deck rather than having to wait kind of until turn 3 for Sot coming, because you either need to foretell or have the mana for turn 3. And so sometimes that is a little bit awkward, I've noticed. And so yeah, yep, that's awkward. Anyway, Omen of the Sun. Awesome. It's a win con for us with Yorion. It gains us life, slows people down. It's just fantastic card draw, or not card draw, it's good stuff, right? Skyclave Apparition, you guys know how good this one is. It's awesome. Great, even better in a control deck where we have the board wipes to get rid of the tokens later on, or NIKO Eris, which again is actually pretty sweet with it. Yorion blinks it, kill other stuff, and life is great. Brazen Borrower also build like to bounce the tokens that we do end up making with this sometimes, which is really nice. And Brazen Borrower is just a fantastic card and a good finisher for us. Having 3 power, 3 damage in the air does finish out games, especially when it's Yorion and the tokens and everything along the way as well. How are we actually winning with the deck? So you guys see here, Shadow the Skies, Doom Scars. I think this is kind of the right number of things. There are times you just want turn 4 removal. There are sometimes you have the hand that you want turn 3 board wipe. And so this is really nice as well. But then, yeah, anyway. So Elspeth Conquers Death for some more removal, bring back Yorions, bring back good stuff. Yorion, of course, and then we have Shark Typhoon and Amari's Call as our other main win cons on the top end. Shark Typhoon is just awesome. We can't play it main phase with this one, but it's just, most of the time it's just, you know, get up to our manas, drop a 5/5 Shark, hit in for a few turns and win games. And that's how how it works. All right, in the mana base, I've actually I think a really good heads at play here is the Field of Ruin. I've not been putting that into my decks, and I'm definitely going to now because of my matchup against mono red here. I played up against a mono red deck here, and I did end up winning, but I got destroyed in the first game simply because they got the Fabled Passage. No, it's the snow land that hits in Faceless Haven. There it is, Faceless Haven. Faceless Haven was something that I just didn't have as good of answers for. Like I could keep throwing up jump blockers, things like that. And the 2 games that I got the Field of Ruin out, or like ways to kind of deal with it, life was great. The biggest issue is that Brazen Borrower doesn't hit it, doesn't hit Faceless Haven. Glass Casket doesn't hit Faceless Haven. If you have giant killers to kill it, yes, you can have that, but it's in the sideboard. And so that's, again, part of the reason that we're going into best of 3s, because this deck just functions better in a best of 3 format because it's despicable control, you know. Other interesting cards here. One Gates of Isfel. I do think that this is a good card as a 1-of. I don't think you want to do more. And in a Yorion deck, it's easier to make a 1-of than other stuff. You typically don't want more tap lands, and we already have so many with Temple, Triome, everything like that, but we should be able to make it curve out and work. So anyway, I've beat it down though, this deck. So you guys know we're jumping into control. I'm sorry, I feel bad about it. Let's do it. Here we go. Dude, we're up against Player. It's a cool person to be up against. All right, I think they just immediately mulliganed. This is really great if we're up against creatures at all, right? Otherwise it's awful. So we're gonna be up against creatures, so clearly everything's gonna be just fine. I'm probably gonna lead off Fabled Passage to get the blue mana or white mana. We typically want more blue than white for NIKO, for, you know, there's so many other cards. Saw it coming that we need 2 blue for in the early game, and Doomscar usually can be played a little bit later. Against this deck, yeah, we're definitely gonna be leading off with the Doomscar right away. If they're playing Mammoths, probably bad news. We'll like go Doomscar turn 3, Glass Casket turn 4, Doomscar turn 5. They'll cry inside, or maybe else with Conqueror's Death, just to make them really feel horrible about themselves. You know, as a control player does. All right, now we might lead off with Glass Casket. We don't want that dude around. Yep. That guy's gotta die. That squirrel's gotta die. You guys ever heard that song? I can't remember who did it, but I remember in like middle school, someone showed me a song about a squirrel's gotta die. I can't remember, but it's funny. It's good stuff. Edgewelling Keeper, they had the Fabled Passage. We stopped 5 points of damage. Yes. Yeah, let's go ahead and Glass Casket again. Get him out of there. Again, just making him feel really terrible about himself. No hope for you, sir. We have the perfect hand against you. What are you gonna do? Cry. All right, no white mana, so it's not the Showdown of the Scalds, or I guess it could be. They could have it in hand. Fabled Passage. Sweet. Yeah, play out Field of Ruin. I think I'm actually going to make a shark here instead of playing out the Doomscar. I really want to find a land. Real bad. And so let's just pass the turn. And we're still not like... I feel like we're okay getting to Doomscar on turn 5 as long as we can find that land. I'm fine playing it out for the full 5 mana. If need be. Okay. Yeah, definitely not looking like Naya. Just Gruul. Gruul's bad too. This kind of feels like it's going to get stomped. I just want to draw a card. No, I feel like they would be playing out the Bone Crusher Giant as well, though. Right? Right. There's the land. We did it. Scorching Dragonfire. Intriguing. Alright, Fabled Passage. I have the blue manas. Yeah, let's just foretell Doomscar. We can hold up Cycle or Brazen Borrower. Pass the turn. I might want to get out this Triome. We do want to get up to where we have, you know, 7 or 8 mana basically with this deck. before we're perfectly fine. I could also just play out the Brazen Bar, but I feel like if they just held up like a Scorching Dragonfire before, it's going to happen again. Am I okay with that? Yeah, right now I think I am. Let's do it. All right, sweet. We get a hit in. Nice. Winning the game. Ha! I am going to go ahead and play this out. I want a little bit more mana. And Yorion to hand. There's nothing really to blink just yet. We can hold up Bounce and Brazen Borrower. So do I want to foretell another card? That's the only question. Nah. Nah, we're good for now. I think I'd rather be able to bounce and then play it out and start hitting for 6. That'd be butter. All right, plays out a Crow in War. Yeah. I guess I ECD that instead of, because then I get back the Brazen Borrower anyway, right? Although it doesn't untap on my turn if I don't do this now. So I could just make him feel really bad. No, because then I can't play out the Brazen Borrower. Yeah, okay, we'll just do it this way. Okay, Brazen Borrower. ECD. Yeah, so unfortunately we don't get the Brazen Borrower to untap. It's kind of funky how that works, but get that out of here. We have oh no, there's a shark that died before. If these do die, sweet. Then we get it back with Elspeth, and now we're hitting for 4 in the air. Life's great. I think I'm actually just playing out the Shark Typhoon here. We're hoping they don't have like Unleash Furies and stuff like that. People have been starting to play that quite a bit, and it's terrifying. Questing Beast. All right, yeah, we are taking a smidge now. Maybe I was a little bit greedy on my stuff there. Okay, Omen of the Sun, Omen of the Sea. We get to create a 3/3 and a 2. I think we go aggro. The worst thing that can happen here is Embercleave. And I think that we can survive it as long as this 3/3 stays alive. So we can actually block the Questing Beast. I think I'm going to lead off with the Omen of the Sea though first. Just to see if there's any way we can bounce this. There's the Embercleave. So they do have it, putting onto Questing Beast. We do stay alive through this. Barely. Another Omen of the Sun. We want lethal as well, so I guess there's better things to run into. We already have that. All right, well, Omen of the Sun. We got to gain some life. So block. Guess we'll just go ahead and kill this. We're taking 10. Unless they have a pump spell there, we're good, right? So, yep. Sweet. All right, perfect. Nice. Got him. Good stuffs. All right, up against this deck. Sorry, I was typing in my like, oh, the game's over because I'm so used to playing best of one. We have to sideboard now, right? Giant Killer, I think, is pretty good in this matchup. We definitely want the early game stuffs. What am I taking out here? ECD can be a little bit slow. Let's go down 1 Shark Typhoon. 1 Yorion. I'm fine with only having 3 Yorions. What comes out here? On the draw as well, things like Sock Coming becomes a little bit worse, but we still want the ability to counter an Embercleave. Honestly, our deck is pretty well built for this, so I'm not that worried. NIKO Eris might be a little bit worse because it's a little bit slower, although it kills the a lot of the ones, like the things that, yeah, whatever. It kills stuff sometimes. We could bring in Archon just for some life gain. Let's bring in like, what am I going down for it though? Yeah, maybe I'm not doing too much. Maybe go down one NIKO Eris actually here. We'll drop one Sot coming for one Archon. How about that? There we go. A little bit of potential life gain here, a little bit more life gain potential. They're going to be taking out their Scorching Dragonfires, a couple other things. Try to go more aggro, and maybe like Clothis comes in. All right, only an Omen of the Sea and then Counterspell. This hand is keepable because we do have 4 lands, but we have to hit a board wipe, I think, with this hand. And we get some ways to dig for that board wipe. I want to try it. This might be a little bit of a greedy keep, but we're going to try it. Was that on the play last time? I don't even know what that feels like. That's so weird. Dude, this hat is giving me a headache right now. I'm not used to... My head is sensitive, okay? Too much brilliance up there. Omen of the Sun does give us chump blockers and can keep us alive a little bit longer. Yeah, I'm going to keep this one just as another thing that we can have in hand. Shark Typhoon keeps us alive a little bit longer. Omen of the Sun. And now we can start digging for board wipes with these guys. And life is good. Edgewell Keeper. Alright, pass the turn. No red mana yet. No third land either. So no Love Struck Beast this turn. Well, that's good. That's fantastic. I don't think that they're going to have any scoozes right now. Alright, Omen of the Sea. I'm hoping they swing in like that again later. Another land. Yeah, I think we're just looking for the board wipe. We can find lands along the way, and we do. And we do. Alright, pass turn. Just hit with the Omen of the Sun here. I'm trying to show that I don't have any like response right now. So they swing with both these guys. Bummer. Alright, yeah, we still are going to kill this one. If we find removal for the 1-drop, it still is good for us. We still have a chump blocker for now. Archon of Sun's Grace. Yeah, let's do that. And then we have Omen, Yorion. Yeah. And I'm hoping they took out all of their removal. So this is... The one of is definitely going to pay off here. In an 80 card deck, we got the one of that we needed right now. All right, they bolted it in. This is definitely an Embercleave play. I am going to show the chump block. Mm-hmm. It had everything. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, we can gain enough life to at least stay alive for a smidge. Yeah, sorry, that's what we needed. That is beautiful. All right, now I think we're just going to go Brazen Borrower and Omen of the Sea. Do I want to Omen of the Sea first? No, I think we're good. So, put this tapped. Swing with Archon. They might swing in with the Edgewell Innkeeper as well this way. Gain some life up to 11. Pass the turn. Hopefully, there's no like Heroic's Intervention. That could come in on the sideboard. I kind of doubt it. Arnie. Does have haste. All right, so Omen of the Sea. Get a Pegasi. What are we looking for? Board wipe? 6 land could be good. I think we're going to hit the Yorion on the next turn for sure. So, yeah, let's just try to find board wipe or something. All right, let's try not to be dead here. That'd be great. All right, so it becomes a 7-3. We will chump now. RNA is interesting. I kind of like that. Don't have the mana to pump it up now or play out this. Yeah, that's the issue with Boast. You paid one, and now you have no other plays for the rest of the turn. Good for you, sir. Good for you. This can get big on the next turn, though. Also, the Conqueror's Death. That might be more devastating than the Yorion. Because now we have a way to bring stuff back. Do I hit the Arnie? If they have Questing Beast and a land, then we're still in trouble. But then ECD with Yorion on the next turn. Yeah, that's just better. So what do I hit? I think I actually hit the Embercleave, and I don't really care about the Arnie right now. Because we have at least one chump blocker, and we're going to gain 3 more life. So up to 16, down to 11. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about how this is going right now. Get some card draw. Miss Clothy. I think we say no blocks. We're actually going to go a little bit more aggro here. Ooh, and a glass casket. I wouldn't have minded a land there for this glass casket. I guess I technically should have attacked in first and have this come back as a blocker. Yeah, so small misplay there. I don't think it would have changed too much, but they did skip. 2 wins, 2 up, 2 down. Nice. All right, we're going to play first up against Amaeski and only 2 lands. A decent 2-land hand. Like, we could make this work. Depends what we're up against. I'm actually going to keep this. Like, the only thing... Everything is 2 mana or 3 mana, right? And the things that are more than that, we can make cheaper. All right, play is tapped. I don't know why that took so long to do. Sorry, guys. I was thinking about other stuff. All right. Do I want to... You know, let's go ahead and foretell the Sot coming here, so then I can hold it up on the next turn. Get out of the hand as well if they have discard. Some people are playing Duress main phase, main deck. Acquisitions Expert. Let's give them... I guess a Glass Casket? Doomscar might be worse in this matchup. Like, Glass Casket might actually get enough stuff. But we have 2 of them, so sure. Yeah, we don't need a 3rd board wipe right now. Do I want to go ahead and use Glass Casket? No, I'll pass the turn. I'm going to counter basically anything. The NIKO Eris can kill the Acquisitions Expert. Yeah, counter that. Just get a reset on this board. That's a tapped land for now. Could like go for the Doomscar. We have Shadow of the Sky held up for this. They're going to want to put out more threats to get the NIKO Eris. I'm hoping they're not anything with 4 power so I can get this. So yeah, let's just -1. Yeah, dead son. Pass the turn. I feel like we're in pretty decent shape now. Lots of removal. Not totally sure what we're up against. Liliana.
I'm looking for new minions.
That's not the best. So Foretell does dodge around discard a little bit. Any player who can't. All right, Shard Token. I think I'm actually just wanting to get out the Brazen Borrower. We're gonna probably discard the Glass Casket. So yeah, I don't want to Foretell either. So yeah, pass turn. I think Brazen Borrower just start pressuring the Liliana as her best play. Miss the Lils. Woe Strider can come back. Glass Casket kills the Woe Strider. How many do they need in the graveyard? 4 of the cards. They're still a little bit away from that. Wow, we already gotten rid of 2 board wipes. We only have so many. Sure. Get rid of another Glass Casket. That does take care of Woe Strider a little bit better. And that could be coming soonish. They're still 1 card away from it working this turn. So I'm just hoping they don't have Heartless Act here. Some sort of removal, which is like most likely the case, but we have to put out something. Try to pressure this Liliana. Keep it away from the ultimate. Yeah, I wasn't totally expecting this. Our Elspeth Conquers Death is what we're looking for, mostly. We're going to be 1 turn away. No, I guess we can make this work. Do I want to make another shard token? All right, let's go ahead and draw. Try to hit the land. Another ECD. If they have discard, it could be nice, but we really need to hit this land. There we go. All right, we found a land. Yorion to hand for more discard fodder potentially. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and we'll keep NIKO around. Sometimes it's just better just to get the shard token out in case they do have other removal for it. Their dumb stuffs. Turgid. All right, well, now we're not going to give them either of these, right? So yeah, get rid of the Doomscar.
Sorry for your loss.
I should not have played it. Well, hopefully they don't have any more discard. We're going to get rid of Liliana first. We are going to create a shard token. Hopefully no discard for the Yorion so that I can just hit the Turgid with that too. They only have 1 card. It has to be flipping amazing for it to be discard. And I think we got there. They're going to have to kill NIKO, otherwise we get to reset his stuff. Murder Strider comes out. All right, feeling good. Feeling great here. Yep. Land off the top for the shard would be great. Although when we sacrifice it, they get to create a token. Not if we kill Turgid first. Perfect. Okay. Yorion. Blink. Yep. Hold off on this. Otherwise, I think because it just says that they make a token of it, and so it sees it as soon as it sacrifices, I believe. So pass the turn. Draw on their end step so I don't get discarded. Discard is going to be a hard matchup for us in general. New. More lands. Yes. Unless they have Feed the Swarm, they don't really have a way to deal with that. Swing in. I don't have any other things to play with it. But this just might be more guaranteed like win for us if I put it out. Otherwise, it's a pretty big dude right now. And some card draw. This is... I don't know how to play Control, guys. Because I always want to do the fun, janky thing. And that's normally not the right way to go. But... We're going to go for it. We're going to do it. We came to have fun. And I'm trying to be entertaining rather than just play good Magic necessarily. I know winning games is more entertaining. But... I think either side of this has a good chance of doing good stuff. All right, Nighthawk Scavenger. That is annoying. And opponent skips up, yeah. I think having like if they had a Nighthawk Scavenger, they could have just traded off with our Shark. So that actually was the right play. I'm good. I know what's up. Giant Killer can kill Turgid. What do we do in this matchup? This is kind of an interesting one. What's bad that we want to take out? Glass Caskets didn't have as many good targets. Woe Strider is the main one. Board wipes. I'll probably keep the Doom Scars in. Do I want to bring an Archon? There's more stuff for them to sacrifice to have come back. Let's go Giant Killers in. No. Disdainful Stroke is pretty good. Maybe just Negate. Well, I guess Disdainful Stroke hits more stuff than Negate does. So yeah, let's bring in the Disdainful Strokes. This is a really interesting matchup for us. We might want the Archon just as a way to go wide. Kind of another way to win game, keep our life total a little bit higher. If they do go for the Lantern side, then that's going to be pretty nice for us. And they probably are taking out some removal. And so this could be really good. Negate. I think between Saw Coming, Disdainful Stroke, and Thassa's Intervention, we have enough counter spells that we're just hoping for the right ones at the right moments. And otherwise, we try to win through value. ECD is definitely one of the most important cards here. And Apparition is pretty good too. So yeah, I don't think we've seen an Apparition yet. In 3 games, we still have not seen one. Just saying. Just saying. All right, and that was a 2-land hand last time. Just saying, we also made that work. I say just saying a lot, apparently. Just saying. All right, keep this. we have Disdainful Stroke. We have some early game removal. This is good stuff. Duress takes our Disdainful Stroke. Taking a Maria's Call. Yeah, we don't have that many lands, and so that's actually a really good play for them too. And I hate them for it. Brazen Borrower can slow stuff down a little bit. I think I'm just looking for land though. We have Omen of the Seas to find that. That was an actual threat, but now we know what they're playing. I think I prefer other stuff. Duress again. Now you should definitely take the Disdainful Stroke, I think. Yeah, they probably brought in 4 Duresses here. Yay. All right, Plains, pass the turn. Oh my gosh. Nice. I am going to play this out initially right away. Maria's Call. I guess both to the bottom. Brazen Borrower. That's a thing that can actually be played. So they can play around Disdainful Stroke. I was going to say, but that is countering all the important stuff. You do have to actually finish the game at some point. All of the discard. All right, pass the turn. Agonizing Remorse isn't typically what you see against this deck. Man, we really need an ECD at some point. It might just be land. Hold on to these. I definitely want to hit my land drops. Shark Typhoon is decent. I might just bring Yorion to hand. Just has more discard fodder though. And I can also actually play it potentially in the next turn. Okay, Yorion to hand. Pass the turn. Liliana, okay. Really hoping for a land here. If we get a land, I think we just immediately win. Not immediately, but we do that, you know? It's good stuff. So lose the Shark Typhoon. All right, that's okay. That was a good draw as well.
Let's never cross paths.
If we didn't hit a land, that was the next best thing. So I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll love it. I'll cuddle it. And rude. What the junk? Kills the Apparition.
And I might spare your life.
All right, come on, land. You can do it. It's a 4/4. That's not a land. We're gonna do this main phase to try to hit a land because we do have some tapped lands in hand, or in deck. I mean, both lands. I kind of only want one, and then hit good stuff. You know, we're gonna have to drop Yorion here. Ooh. I messed up there. I could have kept 2 lands on top, discarded one to Liliana, and then had ECD into Yorion to hit something else. So that was actually a misplay. Pass the turn. Bummer. So they have double discard. Bummer again. Now we're gonna have to crack an Omen of the Sea anyway. All right, what are we looking for? Doomscar for this turn would be nice, just to get the power off the board, because it still is a 3-turn clock. That's gonna be faster than Liliana. Sure. That does also block. All right, so we know something's getting discarded. I want the sock coming. Yeah, I think I do, because I can kill the Liliana and then start holding back blocks. Land. We discard an island.
Think too much.
We can kill Liliana. They draw a card with Castle Lochthwain. Already played a land. You can duress us. Yeah, we do kill Lily. I'm willing to take 5 for that, for sure.
One more grudge for the list.
All right, so we need 1 more land to make Gates of Isfell come online, which actually can be pretty good here. Take 5. And now we should just be able to hold up Yorion, hold up Sot coming. They definitely have the card advantage at the moment. You know what? I think I'm actually going to go ahead and scry here. We really need to hit some good stuff right now. Thassa's Intervention and land, actually. Then Thassa can go digging for other stuff. We can always go Gates of Isfell on the end of a turn, and having 5 mana is good enough. I'm going to hold up both of these for now. I might even just used... I actually gone for the land first. That was a misplay. All right, pass the turn. Whoa, Strider. Four more mana. If it's a Liliana, that's really bad. We can kind of deal with a Woe Strider. I think I'm gonna let that resolve. I think I'm more worried about some other stuff. Like that. That's a good thing to counter. All right, yeah. All right, good. Patience is a virtue. Patience, Iago. Pass the turn. Still get to hold on to this stalemate for a little bit longer, I believe. Their Castle Lochthwains are definitely good. They get to scry. Hold up counters, Gates of Isfell. I think I will probably go for on the next turn anyway. We can go digging for stuff, but I think countering is our best hope of winning in this matchup, is countering the big threats. And then kind of getting up to where we have enough stuff later. Just play control, you know? Be rude and stuff. Are they gonna gain 3 life? Yeah, cool. They're not drawing a card with it, right? So I'd prefer that. Just getting out of hand so they can go for Castle Lochthwain. That works. More land. Still can't quite attack in. We will go for Gates of Isfell now. With 2 cards, hopefully we'll find another land as well. Shark Typhoon. If I find a land, I will just play that out and we'll deal with whatever comes out here. Intriguing. That gives us something to draw right away. I think we still need to hold up the counterspell though, right? I could cycle Shark Typhoon now to try to hit a land. Let's just foretell Doomscar though. Get it out of hand so it can't get discarded. They do have more duresses potentially coming. Pass the turn. Thassa's Intervention, with how many lands they have, this actually becomes a worse counterspell for us. Maybe I should have just got out NIKO to start drawing some cards. We'll see. Gates of Isfell felt really good there, though. That felt great. All right, they're going to cling to dust to try to draw a card. Get rid of Shark Typhoon. Wrinkle. This is where Thassa's Intervention becomes perfect. Right now, so X1. They only have 1 mana up. Yes, perfect. Oh yeah, that's got to feel awful. Good, 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 good. Temple of Enlightenment. I think we are just gonna play out NIKO now. Creating 2. Ooh, saw it coming. Keep that on top. Now I can Shark Typhoon and draw it if I need to, and still not have enough mana to cast it because I can't foretell right now. So yeah, well, let's go NIKO, and I think I am gonna go ahead and do the 2 now. Yeah, we're going shields down. But hopefully it's gonna be okay. We can also swing in with a Yorion, have it come back to hand, and then blink other stuff. Like, that's the other cool thing about NIKO. They've got to be running into something good eventually here, right? Let's use Thirst. All right, I was going to say, they've got to have removal at some point. Needs to kill NIKO, otherwise stuff dies anyway. We take 4. We will Doomscar, hold up, saw it coming. Life's still great. All right, and now with 3 shards, counterspell in hand, I'm feeling much better. They are drawing lots of cards here. This Castle Lockthwains have been awful for us. They keep finding lands though too. I mean, they have found a lot of action within those lands, I guess. All right, only 4 cards. They are running out of their library as they cast these things. I might even just counter the Cling to Dust. Let's see, that gets rid of their library. NIKO could come back with an ECD. We have other things to hit too. I'm not like that worried about it. Sure, you can have a card draw. I'd rather counter the more important thing here. Hover over the shards like, oh, that was what I had a reaction to right there. It wasn't anything else at all. Murder Strider I'm fine with. I'd rather draw a card than counter that. ECD. Sure. Who are close to Mary's Call as well. Dang, this is a tight spot. We're gonna get out this Amari's Call for now. I think I just want enough mana to be able to play more stuff, and so I think I just want lands out. Pass the turn. Hold up, saw it coming. 2 cards drawn. Shark Typhoon. Yeah, life is pretty great, pretty swell. I think I'm just gonna take the 2 for this turn. Down to 7. Duress. It's sad, but we do need to counter Duresses. With the 2 things we have in hand, I'd rather hold off. Shark Typhoon should basically win us the game here. So much mana. Didn't find anything though. All right. Nope. All right, with Brazen Borrower, I'm gonna go ahead and just get out Shark Typhoon like this, because I think that this wins us the game faster and better than anything else does. So pass the turn. It doesn't get sacrificed. It dodges like Soul Shatters, dodges all of the other kinds of removals. It should be good. Down to 16. Do I need to bounce this? To make it 2/2, sure. I'm giving him the way to kill this as well, but it's 2 damage to us instead. Target's Lantern. So I can sacrifice the shard. They get a shard out of it. Losing 3 life. And we're going really low if we do that here. We could do it though. All right, sorry, they don't have, so yeah, we can sacrifice the shard just fine. That's right, because they don't have Turgid out. I don't know why I always think that they have it. Okay, lose there. They can untap one more time and do it again. ECD, get a 5/5. Hold up Brazen Borrower. Another ECD was actually pretty sweet there. Now we can sacrifice the Brazen Borrower if we need to. I want to just take 3 here. If they have another one of these, we can end up taking a lot of damage. I also need to close the game out quickly. We have 8 damage right now. I'm going to take the damage. They have so much card draw though. They've only found one of those, I think, the whole game. We know they have Murder Shredder to kill this. Yep. Down to 14, plays out the Murder Shredder. Draws again. Will Shredder still hasn't come back yet. I think I will still ECD this just to try to get more stuff out of our own graveyard. They have Cling to Dust to answer in response. Archon is awesome. I can also Field of Ruin the Castle Lochthwain. I can get another 5/5 of playing this. Hold off for a little bit. That's life gain for us. We need it. Swinging with Brazen Borrower. Down to 9. Things cost a little bit more to cast and do. How many cards in the graveyard? So they actually don't have enough for Cling to Dust just yet. We don't want to put a card into the graveyard. Since they have 2 Castle Lochthwains, this Field of Ruin isn't amazing. If I find the other one, I'm definitely killing both Castle Lochthwains, but right now it doesn't necessarily help us. What comes back here? Skyclave Apparition is pretty awesome. Brazen Borrower is not the worst. Yes! Yes, we got there. Sweet. Good stuff. All right, guys. 2 more games on the draw. Yes. And I win every game on the draw. So that's all good. That's what we needed to do. Those games were a little bit longer, so I'm not going to do any more just because I'm trying to keep under an hour on all my videos. And so this will be right at that mark, you know? And so, yeah, overall, this was a blast to play. Do really well against Gruul, apparently. And so good stuff, great stuff. Still always on the draw, you know. More games just proves it again. 71%, but yeah, 71% win rate as well. So there we go, guys. We're good. So sweet. This is really fun. I really like it. By the way, if you guys want to check out MTG Assistant, I love MTG Assistant. It's really cool. It's down in the description down below. Good stuff. For being able to have stats, everything like that. Some people feel like it's cheating to an extent, but it's also one of those things like you can do all of this math yourself, or you can have someone do it for you. I prefer that personally. Anyways, so yeah, overall, this is absolutely a blast to play. I mean, it's blue, it's control, but it is also fun to win games sometimes. And this is a good deck. I think it's powerful. It's definitely good. And it can win on the draw, which if you have my kind of luck, that's what you need. And so there you go. I hope you guys enjoy it. We'll see you in the next one, and bye-bye.